Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am doing my Sephora recommendations. I've never actually done one in my channel like ever, because I usually just share my haul after the Sephora sale and I never really kind of share what I'm intending to buy. But so a lot of these items I'm recommending today are items that I've tried and is part of my collection, and then maybe like 5 items are new that I just recently purchased, and I will include that in my haul as well, which will be a separate one of all the things that I've ended up picking up during the Sephora sale. I don't really have a ton of products in here because a lot of the times the Sephora sale isn't even like the best sale that you can get from certain brands, because a lot of the brands usually during their friends and family sale has more than like the 10 to 20% sale. Usually they'll have like 30% or even 40%. But if you're lazy and you just want a one-stop shop to test out some of these items, I wanted to share these items with you. And at the end of the video, I'm actually going to share what's on my wish list for things. If money wasn't an issue, then I would probably buy all of these things. So first off, I organized everything just for skincare and then makeup. It's not a lot of items in here because I didn't want this to be too long. So the first product is this Otzi Crystal Nova Makeup Removing Cleanser. You get 10.4 fluid ounce with this makeup cleanser, and it's $25 and it's pretty inexpensive. I've had this for months, and you need the smallest amount with this cleanser, and this takes off my mascara, this takes off my makeup so well, and you don't need a lot. And you get 10.14 fluid ounces in this, and I think for the price of $25 and then you get your discount, I think this is such a good deal. If you're looking for a good cleanser that takes off all your makeup and it doesn't strip your skin, it doesn't feel like super squeaky clean afterwards, you know, like that feels like all that moisture was stripped off of your skin. It doesn't do that. This cleanser is so beautiful. I love how this feels, and I love that it just takes off all my makeup, and I highly recommend this one. The Dr. Zenovia products, skincare products, that has been part of my rotation. I did get most of these from PR to try for free, but I really love these. So my top 3 from the Dr. Zenovia line is, the first one is their peptide+ceramide repairing moisturizer. This moisturizer feels so nice on the skin, especially going into winter time. It's not too heavy and it doesn't feel too light where you feel like you're not being moisturized. This feels like a hug on the skin after you finish putting off your toner and then you put the moisturizer. It just feels so nice on the skin. I highly recommend this one. It feels super nice. It is quite spendy though. That's why, you know, it's a perfect time to pick it up during the Sephora sale. And then for everyday, I love the Clear Complexion Aloe Vera Blemish Soothing Moisturizer. This moisturizer again is not heavy. It doesn't break me out. I feel like it's just a really nice medium. It's a nice everyday moisturizer, and it makes a good base for makeup as well because it's not too heavy. This doesn't have SPF, that's the only thing, but for the most part for everyday, I love this moisturizer. And then the last item that I'm going to recommend is their Vitamin C Brightening Toner. I love this one so much. I feel like it actually really helped brighten up my acne scarring, just the unevenness on my skin. I really love this one. So I have 2 more skincare products. So this one is from Farmacy. It's their Deep Sweep 2% BHA Pore Cleaning Toner. I actually get these during BoxyCharm's pop-up, so you can get a way better price. But Farmacy does have a gift set for a pretty good value on the website right now for the holidays, and this toner is so nice. I love this toner. This is like a staple. Between this and the Vitamin C Brightening Toner, my favorite. So now moving on to makeup. So I'm going to start with foundations, and these are the foundations that I've tried and love. So first things first is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Foundation. Past 2 sales, I believe, Sephora's been doing this thing where the Sephora collection is 30% off no matter the tier you are. So this is actually a really good deal. So it's $20. This is a beautiful foundation, and I actually already reviewed this foundation, so if you wanted to see that, I'll link it in the card area. But I highly recommend this. It's lightweight, it's inexpensive, it feels really good on the skin, and I think the coverage is really beautiful. The next foundation I'm going to recommend is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This foundation is so beautiful on the skin. This is like a classic favorite from like even celebrities because this foundation is just so beautiful. It is $65. I got mine not on Sephora, but like during a sale at the actual website, and I got way better deal. But if you are in the market to try out a new foundation, the Luminous Silk foundation is a really beautiful foundation. So the next foundation I will recommend is the YSL All Hours foundation. This foundation has really good wear time, especially if you have oily skin. The coverage is beautiful. The shade I have in here is BD50. If you're curious of my shades on these products, I will link it in the info bar so you can reference what foundation shade I am. But yeah, so I really love this foundation, the YSL All Hours foundation. It's beautiful. I haven't seen Clinique at my local Sephora, so I had to go search on the actual app to see if they actually still carry Clinique, but they do. And the Clinique Stay Matte foundation, this is like a cult classic. This is so beautiful. The coverage is beautiful if you have oily skin. I have oily skin, so a lot of these recommendations for foundation is suited for oily skin because that's what I have. So if you have dry skin, I'm sorry, I can't help you. The Stay Matte oil-free makeup is so beautiful on the skin. I highly recommend this. And last but not the least is my Holy Grail foundation. Like, I love this foundation so much. This is actually my backup since my first one just finished, but this is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I have this one in shade 3W. This is a perfect everyday foundation. I just love how lightweight it is. It has a barely there feel on the skin, very lightweight. It gives beautiful coverage and you can build it up and it doesn't look cakey. So I highly recommend this foundation. It's beautiful. So these next two items are face products, and I would say this isn't like necessary, but if you're a makeup lover and if you're looking into, you know, buying something new for face, I just reviewed the Nude Gasm face palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I think this is a good value for what it is. It is expensive, but you can get a discount on it. But do take note that a lot of the time Charlotte Tilbury has better sales on her website, so if you wanted to wait for that. But if you're putting together a cart for, you know, your friends and family for Christmas, I think this is a beautiful palette. Put on your wish list. I think the quality is there and it's just so nice and pretty. I've made it a habit to buy NARS holiday palettes. It's just kind of been my thing, and I love their blush palettes, and this year's blush palette is actually really pretty. I absolutely love it. It's not the most pigmented, but it's because of how it is. It's like that super pressed gelée formula, and I love that because it just applies so beautifully on the skin. It's almost like a airbrushed color because of how this product is pressed. It's a cute little palette, but I feel like you can get a lot of use out of this blush palette. But if you're not in a hurry to add a new blush palette, usually NARS palettes usually go on sale for half off, just, you know, just nearing into the holidays if you wanted to wait. But I do recommend this. This is beautiful and it's a really good addition to your makeup collection. Now moving on to eyeshadow palettes. Two of these I've already reviewed, so I'm going to mention the Anastasia Primrose eyeshadow palette and blush. It's so beautiful. The pigmentation of this palette and the blushes, the way it's packaged. I highly recommend you include this in your makeup collection. I have a review on this already. I will link it in the card area, but I love this thing. It's so beautiful. You can't go wrong with Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. I love them. My favorite two, I have 5 of these midi little palettes that she has. My favorite is the Glam palette and the Bronze palette. I think these palettes are so beautiful, but I feel like you can't really go wrong with any of the Natasha Denona palettes. I love them. I have the Retro on my wish list right now, so I love these so much and I highly recommend Natasha Denona. If you haven't tried any Natasha Denona palettes, I think they're gorgeous. And the last eyeshadow palette I'm going to recommend is the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey palette. I've already posted the review on this palette. I will link it in the card area, but this is a beautiful palette. Do take note that you can probably get a better deal at the Pat McGrath website. I know recently she had like a 30% off. It might go on sale soon on her website and you might get a better deal than the 20%. But for the most part, if you are in the market for a new eyeshadow palette and if you wanted to try Pat McGrath, this is a beautiful palette and I highly recommend it. You get a lot of eyeshadows in here. You get 18 eyeshadows, a huge mirror. It's a beautiful palette. I love Pat McGrath formula and it's just so different. The shimmers are out of this world. I highly recommend this. And the last two items that I'm going to recommend are from the Sephora collection actually, and it's their lippy. I love the Sephora melting lip clicks. I've been recommending these to everyone, but they do sell out super quickly, especially because they're like $5 right now, and I think you can get an additional 30% on top of that. But these are so beautiful. I'm actually wearing one right now. The shade that I have on is called Caramel. It's so beautiful. It's the perfect purse lip color because it's like a lip balm and a hint of color. It's not messy. I just love these. They're so good. I highly recommend them. And these ones are a classic from Sephora. It's their creamy lip stain. I love these. I have several of these, but I haven't really worn these too much because I haven't been into matte lip look, but I've collected these throughout the years because they're beautiful. So now that I've shared my Sephora recommendations, I'm just briefly gonna go over the products that I ended up not getting from the sale that won't be part of my little haul. So this would be like the items that I would get if money wasn't an issue, you know, if it just came down from the skies and you can just like grab one and then just give it to the store and then you're good to go. So the first item that I would get is the Sephora Favorite Sparkly Clean Makeup Set. I've heard a lot of good things about this. It has the new Tower 28 lip balm and I love pencil lip balms. So that's definitely something that I wanted to try. Not something that I'm dying to get, so that's why it's on the wish list. The next one is the new Huda Beauty Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette. A few of my friends on Instagram have featured it on their feed and it's just so beautiful. The packaging is so nice. I love rosy eyeshadows. That's like my go-to for makeup looks. I love the rosy look, so this is definitely one of like wish list. But a lot of the times Huda Beauty usually has really good deals on her website. Sometimes they have buy one get one free on a palette, so I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting for a better deal than the 20%. The next one is the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette, the mini one, because it comes with a brush. I'm not crazy about the color story for this mini, but I've made it my mission to collect the minis, and this year has a little brush with it, which is so cute. But I'm definitely gonna wait until like after the holidays if I get any, you know, Sephora gift card or anything like that after the holidays. So this is definitely something that I would want to purchase. The next item that's in my cart right now is called the Sephora Collection Strengthening Hair Serum. It has pretty good reviews and I just really want something to basically nourish my scalp. So anytime I see anything that, you know, is like scalp nourishing, I'm like all for it. I'm pretty low maintenance when it comes to my hair in general, but when it comes to scalp health, that is like the main thing that I'm concerned about because that's where the root is. So anything that can strengthen my hair is A+ in my book. So this is definitely something that I wanted to try. The next one is the Valentino Voce Viva Mini Perfume Set. I've been seeing a lot of the ads with Gaga on it and I just really want to try it, and I feel like this is such a good value for a mini set, but I've never smelled it, so I don't really want to buy something super blind. So this is something that's for the future if I get a sample of it and if I end up liking it, because this is a good set. It's only $35 and you get a mini spray bottle and then a mini perfume as well, so I figured that's a really cute little set. The next one is the Natasha Denona Retro Eyeshadow Palette. I was actually debating between the eyeshadow palette or the Pat McGrath one, but the Pat McGrath won. The Natasha Denona website usually has pretty good sales, that's why I'm just kind of like waiting for it to go on sale. I'm not like dying to get it. I feel like the Pat McGrath palette just got me so excited that like I don't need the retro eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to wait since I got a lot of my midi palettes from Natasha Denona either half off or like a much better discount than the 20% for Rouge. The next item I have in here is the Sephora Collection Matte Perfection Blush Duo, and I feel like it looks so pretty. I've never seen this in person, so I wanted to see this in person, maybe grab one color. The one that I currently have on my card is called English Rose. I love anything that has kind of like a duo that you can mix. I feel like that creates like the most unique, perfect color, and that blush color just like was just calling out to me and just wanted to try it, so that's on my wish list. Next, I have the Tarte Sea Surfer Curl Clean Makeup Must-Haves, and this set is $29 and you get a mascara, an eyeliner, and then a lip gloss. And I think this is such a good value for this set, and I'm mainly interested in this because of the clean eyeliner. I'm on the clean eyeliner kick right now and I wanted to try the Tarte formula. That's why it's on my wish list, because it's supposed to be like carbon black free, and I wanted to see how that performs on my eyes, even though I don't really normally wear like liner on my waterline, but for some reason I'm on a clean liner kick right now. And then the last thing that's on my wish list is the Day Hair from Amber Filler Up like she has a holiday set with like the shampoo, conditioner, and like a hair serum, the prickly pear oil. I'm very low maintenance when it comes to my hair, but I follow her on Instagram and her lovely family, and the hair care products that she released with Day seems like such a nice product, so that's like on my wish list. But I honestly probably won't end up getting it because spending $50 on shampoo is just a lot because like I'm a drugstore hair care girl, and again, I'm very low maintenance, but this is my wish list, so we're going to include it. So that is pretty much it for my Sephora sale recommendations. There's a lot more products in here that I could have included, but these are just the ones that I would like reach for. I was contemplating on adding like an Urban Decay palette, but honestly, Urban Decay palettes go on sale at better prices on the website, so that's why I didn't put that in here. But if I were to choose one palette from the Naked line, I would say Naked Honey. I would recommend that if you are in the market for a good neutral eyeshadow palette. That Naked Honey, the formula of Naked Honey, is so nice, and I highly recommend that. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I am planning on doing a haul for the items that I end up picking from Sephora and then Ulta as like my early Christmas presents to myself. So stay tuned for that one, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!